everyone, and welcome to Goodrich Field in Anoka for CTN's live coverage of girls high school soccer. It's the first day of school. It's dreary and damp, but the Cardinals and the Tornadoes take the field. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and two teams still looking for more to go right early in the season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting with the weather conditions the way that they are. We're going to see rain in some sort of fashion throughout the rest of the night, both for the girls and of course for the boys at 7 o'clock when we do that game. But yeah, you're right. And really for Coon Rapids, who is yet to win a game, they're just looking for some offensive scoring. They want to see if they can get some opportunities to get some goals, get on the board early, and put some pressure on Anoka here tonight.
Coon Rapids had the opening possession, but an early pass is errant towards Peyton Taylor, and the throw-in for the Tornadoes gives them a chance with the ball. A little slipperier and more damp than these girls have played in a while. We haven't had a lot of rain the first couple weeks of this high school season.
No, we really haven't, and you're going to see it tonight, so that it gives them an opportunity to kind of get their game going in the rain, because I'm sure it won't be the last time they play in this kind of weather.
Taylor trying to feed into the middle for Kepke, broken up by the Tornado defense. Running onto it are the Tornadoes. Newman along the near side, lots of room, but a Cardinal collapse of White took away every passing lane, and the Cardinals get it turned back toward midfield. Played back near side for Kristoff of Anoka. Bounces away from her. Taylor recovers for the Cardinals. In the middle now is Ritzanaya, ridden off the ball. Newman turns with it for Anoka. At midfield is Kristoff. And now played in deep, and out to kick it away is Gallegos. Ends up out of bounds just shy of midfield.
Anoka started the season with a 2-0 loss to Stillwater at home, and then went to travel to Andover where they tied 0-0. And then Friday last, they beat Totino Grace 2-0 at home.
Abby Johnson with possession on the left side of the field for the Tornadoes. Challenged by Naomi Griffith and taken off the ball for the Cardinals. Ends up out of bounds, throw into Coon Rapids.
And talking to Coach Worley, really in the 3 losses that the Cardinals have experienced, a lot more goals than he'd like to see give up. It's 3 in the loss to Elk River, 4 in the loss to Park Center, and 6 in the loss to Rogers.
Well, again, the game we saw, their opener against Elk River when Shapiro was playing pixie sticks.
No, yeah, pickup sticks, not
pickup
sticks.
Sticks. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm in the national championship.
Semifinals.
No, that was the semifinals. Now I'm in the championship.
Oh, you are.
Yep. I won't miss any time for it here at CTN, fortunately.
Taylor trying to regain possession for the Cardinals. They play it back to Lobato, who fires it up the right side. Onside play to Kepke. Kepke slows down, gets a little bit of room, tries to cut back to her left leg. That's broken up and turned around by Hulsnitz.
Hulsnitz was doing a nice job defensively, just staying with her and getting rid of that ball.
Stang plays it along near side, broken up by Maddie Karen and played out off on the near side. Olivia Ellenbecker on the throw-in. Skipped away from Nash. The Tornadoes into control. Johnson plays it back where with space it's Lauren Fields trying to get around the corner now on Lodato. Played back into the middle. Gallegos comes out, covers it up in front of the crash by Ella Kristoff.
Gallegos had to be aggressive there she came out to make sure that she beat the attacker to the ball. You're going to see her. She's going to take a little bit of a knee to the shoulder. Seems to be okay.
Move it ahead to Ritzenaya, or to Kepke rather. Played back near side, just out of the reach of Peyton Taylor, and scooped up by Olivia Rowe. Rowe's punt received by Kristoff, and now moved along for Newman. Pass too far for the front line. Fields turns it around. Comes right back, though, for Stang into the middle. Beats a defender, has some room, right-footed shot up. May have been tipped, but then off the crossbar. A great scoring chance for the Anoka Tornadoes.
Okay, just got a piece of that ball coming at her, but that was a wonderful chance. No defender there to mark her, and she did get off a nice shot, but I think Gallegos got just a piece of it before it hit that crossbar. Yeah, she did.
Huge save for the keeper early. Yep. A great opportunity. This one just rolled in with nothing on it and easily scooped up. And Gallegos will try and punt it out of her end.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, because that came hard off that crossbar. There was not a Tornado player there to attempt a rebound kick.
Throw in Coon Rapids. Ellen Becker to take the throw.
Headed back by Ritzenaya. Received there by Nash. Trying to move it far side for Lodato. Johnson challenges for the Tornadoes. Comes away with the ball. In to try and regain was Ritzenaya. Played back. And now here's Stang again, this time on the left side. Good footwork to find a little room. Defense collapses on her. Can't get through three players. The clear attempt up the right side was stopped up, but Ritzenaya back to support. And the Cardinals recover, move across midfield. Too many numbers in red, though, as they get across midfield, and the Tornadoes turn it right back inside.
Yeah, I was going to say, Cardinals has trouble getting anything going offensively, and the ball's been controlled down in the Cardinal end for the most part.
Well, they've had a couple of good possessions, but just unable to turn those into scoring opportunities at the Anoka side of the field. This one played all the way back to Gallegos. She tried to boot it through, but it's knocked down by Newman. And now it's Youngquist. Into the middle, bounced away from the left foot of Stang, cleared to the near sidelines. Back to recover is Ellenbecker. Cardinals will try and move it upfield and do to Ritzenaya. In the middle, Johnston. Tried to switch fields, not enough on it. It's stopped up by Doyea, played back in for the Tornadoes. And now they'll play all the way back to the keeper, and she's challenged. Rushing right in was Ann Kepke.
And again, that's fortunate.
And Kepke again challenging. This ball comes free, but Rowe able to jump on top of it before Taylor can tap it home.
Yeah, that's an adventure, certainly. She's able to get out there and just get to the ball.
Don't leave loose balls around your keeper. She's going to attack, and she's got speed to turn it into a scoring chance. Nash tried to move it along the far side for Griffith, turned around again by Anoka. Playing well in the midfield and able to turn the Cardinals back for the most part right after they cross midfield.
Yeah, and Coach Worley would say, the lack of generation of offense here early on. I mean, it's still early, but he needs to see something going offensively. And he thinks that will give him more confidence as they go through this season. And granted, it's early. They're 0-3 to start this 2018 girls high school soccer season.
Well, it's certainly concerned with only 3 goals through those first 3 games. Down the right side is Griffith for the Cardinals, into the corner, but broken up. Now played back out by Senior, and it'll be Cardinal throw-in in the Anoka end. They'd love to generate, just as we're talking about them struggling on offense, their first real decent possession deep, and it's turned over on a handball. And just in close and too much on that pass. They turned it over, and Anoka's going to get a chance to boot it away.
You know, Cardinals offensively doing it with a very, very young forward line. 2 freshmen and a sophomore in the starting lineup for Coon Rapids here tonight. And so they're relying on some young athletes to try and generate some offense.
Griffith tried across midcourt. Kepke plays it back to Taylor. Taylor trying to get it back to her, but stolen away by Holznitz. Anoka 4 strong at the midfield stripe. Challenged and broken up nicely by Nash. Sent back into the Anoka end. Again, speed along that back line. Karen was able to clear to the near corner, but it one-on-one battle won by Anoka. The cross pass booted away out the end line, and a corner kick coming up for Anoka.
There's the head coach for the Anoka Tornadoes, Gary Torgerson. I sent out an email, Joe, early in the weekend, and with school starting, tough for teachers to get back. And I understand we didn't get a chance to connect. First day of school, we didn't get a chance to connect, and she apologized, but I definitely understood.
Newman looking for that back post. Ends up back on the far side. Anoka just surrounds the perimeter and able to regain possession. Cardinals put a lot of bodies, though. They had 9 bodies inside the about 8-10 yards of the net. And they're able to work it back to the other end. Kepke bumping and running, and again challenging in on Rowe, creating 50-50 balls on what are supposed to be safe plays back to the keeper. A little too much on this pass, and not quite able to get there was Megan Hansen for Anoka.
Yeah, she hustled the ball, but just couldn't get it before it went over the outline, or the sideline.
Kepke sets it up for Ritzenaya. Into the middle. And now back toward midfield, and quickly back ahead. Ends up in the hands, though, of Rowe, and she'll punt it away.
You know, the Cardinals' first 3 games were within 4 days, so they had a very hectic schedule to start this school year. I know Coach Worley gave them a little time to decompress before coming in here to tonight's contest.
Stang trying to turn again, left it off there. Chance developing in, closest shot and a goal, and Anoka's on the board.
Oh, you talk about a nice job controlling the ball.
Maddie Meshuggah took advantage of the double team on Stang.
Meshuggah
got in on a one-on-one and put it home.
Did a nice job. You're gonna see it here. She's gonna fight off a defender as well. Just get a step on her and then put it past Gallego.
Number 11.
Give the Tornadoes the early 2-0 lead.
16, Abby Johnson.
So Coon Rapids in an early hole, not quite midway through this first half.
For the Tornadoes, number 12, Maddie Meshuggah. With an assist to number 17, Sarah Stang. Time of the goal, 27:06 remaining in the first period.
So Anoka holding that 1-0 lead here with still plenty of time in this first half. But they've really been in charge here to start this contest.
This one headed back in the Cardinal direction. Ritzenaya, a little bit of room. Plays it back, and Johnston moved it ahead. Can't quite get it to Kepke. Headed away by Holznitz. And Anoka, again, impressive how they have just stepped up on defense
Yep.
in the first 10 yards of their defensive half and
Throwing Tornadoes,
denied
ball 2
access
with the throw.
to the deep offensive end for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they're going to have to pressure, and they're going to have to get somebody down in that part of the field. But you're right, defensively, Anoka doing a good job of keeping them away.
Pass played too far, scooped and booted by Gallegos. Ritzenaya, again, looking for some help, plays it back and then quickly ahead for Lodato. And it's Hulsnitz coming up with a steal again for Anoka. Her pass won't get through, but she'll hustle and get it back along the near side. And now sets up into the middle for Stang. And the offensive rush broken up by Mackenzie Nash, played out the far side.
Throwing Anoka.
Oh, a good little set play there. They just couldn't get it going, but Anoka doing a good job of moving the ball into the middle of the field and giving their team opportunities.
Cardinals going to be called for another foul.
Foul, it'll be a free
A little
kick
too
for
much
Anoka.
hands for Anna Kepke.
18.
Kepke's been impressive early, just a freshman for the Cardinals.
And we talked about they've got 2 freshmen and a sophomore starting in that front line. Oh, nice
And
goal.
another goal for
Pretty.
the Tornadoes. Stang sets up the first and buries the second, just about a little less than 3 minutes apart.
But just watch the setup play. Just beautiful. Feet inside.
All off of a free kick, Cardinal penalty.
And just a little chip shot past Gallego.
On the redirection for Stang.
It looks like Cardinal backup goalie is getting some work. I think we're going to see a goalie change here. I truly think that Gallegos hurt her
We have a
shoulder.
do-over.
When she made a save, she got a knee into the shoulder by one of the Anoka players, and she's been favoring it since. So we'll see if Coach Wally does make that move. It looks like that's what's going to
Scoring
happen.
for the Tornadoes, number 17, Sarah Stang, with an assist to number 8, Aiden Senior. Time of goal, 24:49 remaining in the first half.
Tornadoes continue to maintain possession, though. Aiden Senior with a long play in toward the net. Gallegos comes out and saves it.
Yeah, you can see her right hand. She's kind of favoring the right arm.
Out on the far side for the Cardinals.
Into the game
Yeah,
for
2 goals
Rapid,
about
number
2.5 minutes
37.
apart, and there, yeah, you
Into
can
the
definitely
game for
see she's
Anoka, number
favoring
7,
that
Mara
right arm, not
China.
moving it a lot, not giving
That's unfortunate.
high fives, and we certainly hope that is nothing major. But it will mean they go to backup Stephanie Busolato.
I think that was Stephanie Bugliato that came in for Coon Rapids in the goal.
Not sure if we have a trainer here on staff, but
Typically do. She is going to be looked at. Here's the first chance for Busolato, and she comes up with the save. And Anoka smelling blood in the water. They want to bring the pressure with the keeper getting pulled less than midway through the first half. Another shot in, scooped up easily by Bucoletto, and she'll get ready to boot it away.
yeah, she comes in pretty much not warmed up whatsoever. She was
Foul will be
getting a little work with Coach on the sideline before she went in.
It's the life of a keeper sometimes.
You would know.
kick for Coon Rapids.
He's going to play most of his career without a
Evan
backup.
Sheridan's
though.
kick.
Oh, he's tough. He's Aaron Yed.
Maddie Karen sweeping it back to Busaletto. Not enough on that one, and fortunately coming back to keep it alive was Cavanaugh. Taylor trying to send it down the line. A little too far in front of Rudznaya, and it's knocked away out of bounds by Hulsnitz.
Well, and again, this is a situation now where the ball's down in the Anoka end. Coon Rapids has to try and generate something. Already down 2-0. Really have not had a threat at all yet here this evening.
Headed right back out, deep in the corner this time for the Cardinal throw-in. Not the situation they were hoping for, easy for me to say.
No, definitely on the road on a rainy day, down 2-0.
And a team that's only scored 3 all season.
Yeah.
Struggling for offense. How big would a goal be here before the end of the first half?
Well, and it's almost something that they really need. You talk about, you know, a level of confidence. You need a little confidence going.
Izzy Haberman checking into the game for the Cardinals. Ritzenaya can't control, taken away by Newman. Into the middle, Carl plays it behind the defense, and Hansen there a step too early.
It's too bad, it was a beautiful through ball.
Hansen just a little over anxious. The offsides will mean a free kick for the Cardinals. Carl again trying to push it ahead. It's off the heels of Hansen this time. Cardinals turn it around near side. Ellenbecker's pass broken up but out of bounds.
Ellenbecker with the throw.
Ellenbecker's pass, too much hook on it, right at midfield. A throw in for the home team. Up 2-0 just over midway through this first half.
Well, we've seen a number of times where Anoka has done a nice job of getting behind the Coon Rapids defense for some nice looks.
Unofficially 7 shots to go on goal, 7 shots attempted on goal, and you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, another chance in that one. Just a little over aggressive on the defense, and a little late on the challenge from Bucaletto.
It made it look easy.
And yeah, that's goal number 3 for the Tornadoes. Mary Pekala pushing her way past the Cardinal defense and making it a 3-goal lead.
Again, you know, Coach Worley, just all he can do is shake his head in that situation. Again, just really good soccer by the Tornadoes, doing a nice job using their speed to get behind the defense. And then you start coming out, trying to get the slide save.
Number 8, Lauren Field, or Eden Senior.
That was the first shot that Bucaletto saw.
Into the game for Anoka, number 22, Rachel McDonald.
Now puts Coon Rapids in a tough 3-0 hole. A team who we talked about and Coach admitted having trouble on offense so far this season. Already in a deep hole, and a team that's really averaging 1 goal a game now down by 3.
Stepping up to break up the possession was Ellenbecker. Anoka able to regain on the back end, poked away from Johnson, now challenged and taken away by Kepke. Kepke, good field footwork to get back inside, a shot from a ways out. Rowe deep in her crease, accepts the save and gets it away for the Tornadoes.
Well, Kepke with a nice move to give herself some open space to get a shot on goal, but it wasn't a difficult save for Rowe.
Ellen Becker will tap it out of
Into
bounds.
the game for Coon Rapids, number 11, Naomi Griffith. Into the game for Anoka, number 13, Ellen Kristoff, and number 17,
Yeah,
Sarah
the rain isn't a downpour. It's kind of a steady
Downward
drizzle,
drizzle.
maybe a little bit up from more than a drizzle, but it's not letting up.
Nope, and I think by this point the girls are pretty much as wet as they can get.
Oh, yeah.
And the temperature is at least comfortable in the low to mid 70s.
Well, humid.
Might get a little bit damp or cool for the boys' game if the rain continues into the night, which it is
Supposed
likely
to do. Yep.
to do. Newman cutting back into the middle, feeds Stang in alone. She's gonna chip it just wide.
What?
And boy, are the Cardinals lucky because they set up their star player in behind the defense. Great feed from Newman.
Taking the goal kick is number 46.
Yeah, and again, and she'd love to have that one back. Yeah, the rain scheduled Joe to really take place all the way through the night, all the way through that we'll be here anyway.
That comes straight from CTN meteorologist
Yeah.
Howie Shapiro.
We were up on the roof checking the Doppler before we left for the game.
I just step outside the door and I say, "Yep, it's raining."
raining.
Anoka.
Yeah. Well, we have the rain gauge up there, and to check and see how much rain we got here in Coon Rapids.
Johnston able to win the race for that one. Plays it back to Maddie Karen. Now Ellen Becker has it poked away by Janiak. She plays it back into the middle. Bucaletto nearly lost it, but able to maintain control.
Yeah, and Kristoff was right there if she had lost control of that ball.
This will clear from the keeper, not on target. And the long shot opportunity by Holznitz, fortunately for
12, Mackenzie
the
Nash.
Cardinals, is off target.
Yeah, because there's a wide open net.
Into the game.
Not
for
able
Oh, I'm
to.
sorry, it was Pelkola had the shot attempt.
Of course it was.
Who else would it be?
Yeah, of course.
Anoka attacking from the back line right into the middle for Stang. Her pass broken up. She'll attempt again, this time firing wide out of play. And it'll be another goal kick for the Cardinals.
I know you had an opportunity to see both the boys and the girls earlier last week, and got to do the game with Man About Town Jeff G. Joy.
International traveler Jeff T.
International star of stage and screen. Jeff D. Joy.
Passionate soccer fan.
Yes.
Jeff D. Joy.
And we certainly thank Jeff for filling in, because turned out to be the highest rated broadcast of the last 12 years.
Taylor working on Holznitz in the middle, in the corner battling. Played toward the middle. Weakly played away, and that shot just up and over. Not a play for Naomi Griffith.
First real look for Coon Rapids tonight.
Put that one on a tee, and Griffith just got underneath it a little bit. Cardinals trying to set up far side. Pelkola being a pest and not letting that happen. And now a long pass attempt turned around by Holznitz. Holznitz finds herself some room. Her pass stopped up. Turned around. Johnston's clear was broken up by Newman. Newman with it now at midfield. And now she'll get it back in the middle. This one kind of cleared in on goal, and at least gives Bucaletto a chance to come out, scoop it up, and get it a little further away from her net. Too much action at that end in this first half for the Cardinals' liking.
Well, and that's something I know Coach Worley will try and address with his squad at the break. It's just we can't allow that kind of possession down in our end. I mean, not if we're going to get back into this game. But so far, really, Coon Rapids just hadn't had an answer yet offensively. And give most of that credit to the defense for Anoka.
Into the game for Coon Rapids, number 46, Madeline Curran.
Maddie Karen will check back in on defense for the Cardinals. Johnston to the near side. Taylor with some room in the corner. Cuts back to her right foot. That shot deflected and easily handled by Rowe from that far out.
She made a nice move to give herself an opening, but you talked about the shot from the where it was, not a challenge for Rowe.
Develop the left foot attack, and you've got much better chance running that corner. Nice stop up by Maddie Karen and able to win that ball away from the Anoka attacker and draw the foul.
Yeah, just a good hustle there defensively for the Cardinals, as Karen is right there. See it again. Nice job pushing off her opponent, clearing some space.
Tornadoes continue to have a lot of good possession time. Moving the ball around, attacking in numbers. That one deflected and then turned away by Lodato, but quickly pushed back into the Cardinal end, where Bucoletto will come out and scoop it up.
Well, they've done a real nice job again of just making nothing into something.
Taylor pressured, looking for some relief from Johnston. Tips away from her. Newman right back to Stang. She flips it in behind the defense. Another opportunity. This time Bucoletto comes out and slides to cover the ball in front of it, charging Ella Christoph.
Yeah, Bucoletto has to come out and win that battle, and she does.
Tried to send it over the top and get Christo off around the corner, but a little too much on it, a little too close to the keeper. Turned away by Bucoletto. Handball as Victoria Newman went up to stop the ball near midfield. Under 10 minutes remaining, first half. Anoka a 3-0 lead. Goals from Abby Johnson, Stara Stang, and Mary Pelkula. Looking for Taylor, crashing on the backside, stuffed on the point blank attempt. That shot is blocked. Taylor still in control. Good opportunity, but up over the cage for Ritzenaya.
Best opportunity of the first half for Coon Rapids, and again credit to good job by Anoka defense to get back.
Well, a great
challenge.
Great individual effort to start it all.
Yep.
From Peyton Taylor, and quickly Anoka counters. Left-footed shot didn't have a lot on it from Christoph, and a relatively easy save, but they quickly get it back down to the other end. Taylor got the first opportunities in close, stayed in possession, and then gave a nice setup to Rory Ritzenaya. Unfortunately, puts it over the crossbar.
And Karen on that last set down, nice play defensively just to stay with her and trouble her shot, not letting her get something clean on net.
One-on-one in the corner, Mackenzie Nash battling with Stang. Stang ends up coming away from it after the support comes. and plays it back to Newman. Newman from a ways out off the crossbar. And that was just out of the reach of Bucaletto. Another one off the iron for Anoka.
I mean, look at this, a beautiful shot. She strikes it so well. And just off of that bottom part of the crossbar, bounces right back to Bucaletto.
Fortunately, it didn't bounce into the back of Bucaletto. This is going to be offside. Shot was wide of the mark anyway.
Offside was called on the play. It'll be a free kick for Coon Rapids.
But yeah, they've got speed on the edges and all kinds of talent up front to the Anoka Tornadoes. It's been on display for the first half. They've got 3 goals and hold a shots on goal advantage of 10-3.
Well, 3 goals, and it could be worse than it is. They've had a number of good opportunities. They haven't been able to convert.
Taylor battling around the defender, looking for a foul, won't get it. Newman races around Ellenbecker down the sideline. Johnston over to challenge, pass into the middle, too far in front of Stang. Turned away and played out of bounds, made smartly by Mackenzie Nash.
Into the game for Anoka, number 2.
Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Anoka comfortable 3-0 lead.
Number 16, Abby Johnson. Into the game for Coon Rapids, number 10, Faith Kuzia.
And Anoka able to freely substitute in and out here.
Well, and
have a
Coon
deeper
Rapids,
bench.
And Coon Rapids, Coon Rapids has
really just
a couple players on the bench. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And one of them is Gallegos.
Goal kick Coon Rapids.
Only so much you can do when your players have to be on the field 100% of the game.
And they've been chasing Anoka around this field quite for the majority of this first half.
Little too aggressive. Love the way Megan Hansen played that. Never let up. The motor nonstop. Cardinal player slowed down as she received and didn't think about the player still crashing from behind. But one more step and a little less body, she comes away with that clean.
Yes, she does.
Cardinals booting it in deep, headed back away by Holznitz. And just good possessions, good triangular passing from the Anoka Tornadoes has allowed them to build the offense down the field and then spring one of their fast forwards. Trying to reverse field here. That one a little bit out of the reach of Ellenbecker. She'll track it down and now cut back against Fields and play it back near midfield for Taylor. Kutsia trying to get it to Ritzenaya. Stepping up to steal is Newman. Newman will play it deep to the corner. Karen will get there in front of Fields. Her pass deflected out of bounds off Fields. And the Cardinals' chances in this first half are dwindling.
Yeah, well, and the chances on net in this first half are null as well. Just a couple of opportunities. One that went over the net, probably their best opportunity just not too long ago. But they'll have to make some adjustments at halftime. There's head coach Carl Worley.
Well, I think Anoka had probably 4 or 5 at least, maybe 6 good scoring opportunities before the Cardinals had a sniff of the net in this first half. Stang trying to work her way toward the front, cuts back. Karen there to close it off and sweep it back out of danger. Lily DeMars will throw it in. Stang can't control. Taylor clears it to the far side. Running onto it, Lodato ahead. It skips away from Kepke, got it back, and here's Ritzenaya. for Taylor. Pushing it ahead, headed out of bounds though.
Throwing Coon Rapids.
As Emma Holznitz was not about to let that pass get through.
Yeah, again, she just does a nice job of realizing that she did not have the numbers. Just clear that
Corner kick, Coon Rapids.
out of bounds and let her defense get back and reset.
This one headed out of the end line, so Coon Rapids with a corner kick coming up. Naomi Griffith
Naomi Griffith with the corner.
will handle it. Short post headed right back out by Holznitz. And another corner kick for the Cardinals.
Again, just a good job of keeping that ball pushed wide.
Everybody back to defend. The Cardinals go short post and hooked out of bounds on the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Tornadoes.
Aiden Senior with the goal kick.
Aiden Senior. Stopped up and turned around by the Cardinals. Trip right in the middle of the field on Kepke will bring the free kick, and this may be would be a great opportunity for the Cardinals to try and generate at least one good scoring opportunity here in the last minute.
Well, yeah, it would be big if they were able to get a goal here before the end of before the break started.
Ritzenaya boots it right into the middle, and it's cleared away by Holznitz. Cardinals try to play it back. It will be an Anoka ball.
Lily DeMars with the throw for Anoka. Lily DeMars with the throw for Anoka.
Stopped up by Ellen Becker, right back out for the Tornadoes. Tornadoes more than happy to just kind of slow things down here for the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, go into that.
Go into the locker room with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, a healthy one at that.
A rather dominant first half for the Anoka Tornadoes. They have a 3-0 lead going to the locker room. We'll take a break, be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching Girls High School Soccer on CTN. All right, welcome back to Castle Field. Not Castle Field.
The Pumpkin Bowl.
The Pumpkin Bowl. We're crossed down. But the Tornadoes took the first half by storm, just getting in and getting to work on the Cardinal keeper. Chance developing in. Closest shot and a goal. A little bumped up on one collision. Meshuga started the scoring, then the great deflection by Stang. And just a couple minutes after that, they got Mary Pelkola behind the defense.
Yeah,
Pelkola attacking around the left side. A little late was Bucaletto to challenge. And they just kept coming. Bucaletto able to get there in time on that particular chance. Getting it in front of Ella Christoph. New keeper on the flip side for Anoka, a big lead and a very dominant first half and they'll give their starter the rest of the night off. Bernadette Scenic taking over in the net.
Well, and you can see the, you talked about the discrepancy, the way Anoka's outplayed them. You can look at the numbers and tell from that as well. But Cardinals just have to try and be aggressive here. They need to come out and they need to score, and I think score fairly quickly to give them back a little bit of confidence, at least try and get some confidence on their side.
Pass easily taken away by Abby Johnson. Johnson crossing to the middle, headed by Karen, and the keeper will get over and scoop it up. Little too much hands again for Peyton Taylor. Free kick opportunity for Anoka.
Oh, we saw the majority of action down in the Cardinal end in that first half. We'll see if they can turn those tables. But I don't think Anoka's going to rest even up 3-0.
Free kick was taken with his shoulder and then cleared away by Ellenbecker. Cardinals trying to get it upfield and get something going on offense. They've got some good, strong players up there who have each had little glimpses of shown little glimpses of what they can do. Just two freshmen and a sophomore on that front line of attack for Coach Carl Worley.
Yeah, you know, and they have done a few things.
Onside is Stang down the right side. Ellenbecker can't catch up, but the shot goes wide out of play. Goal kick for the Cardinals.
Oh, Ellenbecker played her close enough just to force that shot wide. Didn't give her a clean look.
Clearing kick again taken up by the Tornadoes, and they'll keep the Cardinals bottled up. That pass turned around quickly by Nash. But Anoka again able to stop momentum just on their side of midfield. Keep the Cardinals playing in their end. Cardinals push it again along the left side. Kepke getting it ahead for Ritzenaya. Ritzenaya battling all the way to the corner with Newman. And lost out of play. It'll be Cardinal ball.
I'll see if Coon Rapids can make something happen down in the Tornado end.
Sorry, it's Aiden Sr. She was battling with into the corner. Cardinals play it back into the middle, but it's going to be the Tornadoes that gain control and send it back out near midfield where Stang leaves it up for Newman. Trying to get Stang again, use her speed behind the defense. This time, one-on-one all the way deep, and a shot for Stang, and she has her second.
Again, she just stayed with it. And did enough for her to give herself create another opportunity and get a look at the goal, and she's
Nash
able to put it
couldn't
past.
quite keep up.
Nope.
Sarah Stang fights for her second of the night. Not quite 4 minutes into this second half.
Yeah, just doing a good job of staying with that, where that ball was able to chip it past goaltender.
Scoring for the Tornadoes, number 17, Sarah Stang.
For seconds.
Another look at the foot race from a little bit further back. Create that one-on-one, find your matchup, and the Tornadoes have done a great job of exploiting where they have the advantage. Staying offside this time.
Free kick for.
And the last thing that Coon Rapids wanted to see is Anoka score the first goal here in the second half. Yeah, they're in a big enough hole at 3-0. Now 4-0. Really with no signs of, very little signs anyway, offensively. Trying to put something together.
Karen will play it back to Bucaletto, who mishandled it a bit. Stang is charging on. Pass redirected by Lodato, but held in, and a good strong shot from Abby Johnson. Lily DeMars stopping it up again just on the Anoka side of midfield. Cardinals on their heels this whole game. A little contact there. Ellen Becker ended up on the turf. The whistle blows, a free kick for the Cardinals.
Now the second half just started, and Anoka getting that first goal to really continue to show their dominance.
Here's Stang again, waiting for some support. We'll play it near side into the middle, and now pass just bounced off the foot of Ella Kristoff. She might have gotten a little too excited as that one came in, and she knew she had the corner.
Well, she's in front of the defender, but you're right. Would love that one back, I'm sure.
Again, stopped up by DeMars and turned around. Newman chipping it behind the Cardinal defense. First one there is Nash. Cardinals play it back, but it was offside before that, apparently. So it'll be a Cardinal free kick instead of a punt.
When the Cardinals do have an opportunity to get into the tornado end, they're just not able to sustain anything. They may get one opportunity, but not able to sustain anything and put in any kind of constant pressure in on
Played
net.
to the near side midfield. First one there is Johnson for Anoka. Turns it around into the middle, bounces away from Karen, able to recover it off the foot of Kristoff. Work it ahead to Taylor, and now gets it back. Taylor again. Taylor will cross midfield. And Ritzenai a step behind the defense, a step too early as the Cardinals tried to build something, but haven't seen that offensive half of the field much in this second half. I mean, we're only 3 minutes in, or 7 minutes in, granted, but Anoka just showing absolutely zero signs of letting up. Cardinals have not been close enough for a shot attempt, much less a shot on goal. This one cleared away again to break up a rush developing with Kristoff and Stang.
Number 12, Maddie Meshuga. Number 20, Mary Pelkola. Into the game for Coon Rapids.
Well, granted, there's still plenty of time left in this first half, but Anoka really can work on any part of the game they want to at this point.
Foul called in deep, and Anoka will have a free kick from a dangerous spot. We've already seen him score off of one set play.
Senior to take the kick.
Senior will handle the kick this time. Cardinals got to mark closely on 17. Senior will hook it out to her 15 yards away on the back post. She knocked it down, and Anoka will have to gain possession and rebuild an attack.
Cardinals just not able to keep the ball out of their own end.
Carl, long shot was going wide, but Bucaletto will come out and handle it and get it out of there. Sorry, were you making a point?
Yeah, well, what if that's what you call it? I was talking. Oh.
Uh-oh. A little too early. Maddie Meshuga on the far side.
Just got a text from Jeff DeJoy that he and Sammy are watching the game as we speak, so we really better be in our best behavior and
talk like we know something about.
Well, I don't know if that's possible. At least for me, you might be able to.
Taylor down the far side, stops up, cuts back, tipped away by DeMars. And Anoka again denying any offensive possession, continue to crash and force the Cardinals to try to get some patience on their offense. They can't do it. Booted away out of play.
Lily DeMars with the throw.
Maddie Karen will boot this one a long way back to her keeper. Trying to reverse field, but again stopped up by the Tornadoes. Lauren Fields let that pass get a little bit too far away. Foot race at the back end, and there first is Kepke. Slips it behind for Ritzenaya. Ritzenaya working, has Taylor on the far side. She has the shot, misses wide. It'll be a goal kick for Anoka.
And Cardinals trying to set something up offensively. Again, a shot from a little far out. But again, they're not getting the looks that they need. They're not getting opportunities just because of the way that Anoka's been controlling the action.
Well, that's their first shot attempted right about 10 minutes in to this second half. Trail this game 4-0. Kudzia stops it up. Cardinals can't string the passes together. Anoka quickly gets it back to Sarah Stang, who will find herself some green and then slip it back to support. Fields gets past Johnson at midfield. Fires down into the corner for Pelkola to run on. Pelkola's got one of the big scores. Crosses out front. Left-footed spinning shot. Save made. Rebound chance. And an easy tap-in goal for Haley Duya.
Again, just a easy shot, a rebound out front. Hard shot off the goaltender, and Duya
they got it to Meshuggah. Meshuggah put a great shot on goal. Bucoletto dove to make the save.
And then, she kicked it outside, and Duya said, "Here, I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it." 5-0. Anoka. There you see the save by Bucoletto, and Duya with the goal.
The hole continues to deepen for the Cardinals. Again, coming into this 0-3, only 3 goals in their first 3 games combined.
Well,
and a concern on offense, but here they are getting shut out and handled by a crosstown rival.
We talked about it already. Now 17 to 18 goals scored against them in 4 games, and there's still plenty of time left here in this contest. Anoka already up 5-0.
The attack continues. This is Hansen playing it far side. Pressuring is Kylie Carl. Ellenbecker taps to Karen. Carl got a piece of it. Still in play, and now tapped to Karen. Or Ellenbecker, rather, tried to clear. Stopped up by Anoka. Shot by Carl will end up wide. And it'll be off a Cardinal, so corner kick coming up.
There's Deb Peterson, the head basketball coach for Coon Rapids. She's no longer coaching volleyball. She was coaching volleyball up to this season, so she's got a lot of time to come out to a number of Coon Rapids events, and she let us know that she was here enjoying this action in the rain.
She's not afraid of the weather.
No.
Way to go, Coach. Played into the middle. It was Johnston first to get ahead on it. Here's Hulsnitz. Her shot was blocked. That one kind of rolled up on Newman. And now back to Hulsnitz. Chips it into the near side. Right where Bucoletto can get to it and throw it away. Meshuggah quickly challenges and just
into the game for Anoka, number 16, Abby
allows
Johnson,
it to go
18,
out
Paris Urista.
off of Johnston.
Well, we talked about in that first half, Anoka has a fairly deep roster, and they're able to get players in and out. Coon Rapids, just the opposite, only a couple of players on the bench for the Cardinals.
There's only 2 subs down there.
Yeah.
Plus Gallegos.
There's the thin bench
The
for the
entirety
Cardinals.
of
It is.
the Coon Rapids subs list. Ellenbecker trying to get it back to Karen, but lurking there to get the steal is Hansen. Hansen sending it across too deep for the attackers. Cardinals able to clear it at least momentarily. Johnson plays it right back in, just out of the reach of Hansen. It'll be out the end line and a goal kick for the Cardinals.
Well, we've seen that all night. Just a nice through ball, an opportunity for Anoka to put some balls in the net, and they've done that. 5 so far here tonight.
Hulsnitz had that one get away from her a little bit, but overrun by Ritzenaya, and the Tornadoes able to retain control. That one out off the Cardinals, so a throw in on the far side.
McDonald with the throw.
Headed right back out, and they'll try it again.
Ball called to be a free kick for the Rapids. Karen that kick.
Maddie Karen boots it away. Tornadoes able to stop it up. Johnson gains control. Carl fire it behind the defense, but too far, easily scooped up by Bucaletto. Booted ahead down the left side. Hulsnitz will get there in front of Kepke. Turn and get back along at least a bit before she's stopped up by Lodato.
Cars, let's see if they get something going here in this
Taylor
end.
able to find at least a little bit of room and get a shot off, at least make Rowe make a save, her first of the second half. Pass broken up by Haberman. She'll get it back. Stopped up by Urista for the Tornadoes. Senior, her pass ahead. Bounced away, and Ritzenaya finds herself some room. Ritzenaya will just take the shot, miss wide, and a goal kick coming up for Anoka.
Into the game for Anoka, number 7, Mara Janiak. Number 9, Victoria Newman. Number 17, Sarah Stang.
You see, a little over 22 minutes remaining in this contest. Car's looking to see if they can get on the board here.
All called, it'll be a free kick for the Tornadoes. Aiden Senior with the kick.
Again, the Tornadoes not in a hurry really to get anything going. They'll take their time, let that clock continue to run with a very healthy lead.
Senior puts this one deep to the corner. Bucaletto touched it. Maybe should have just guarded it with her body and let it go out of bounds on its own. Instead, it'll be a corner kick.
Taking the corner, number 9, Victoria Newman.
Goes short post, ball bounces around. Shot is blocked. Another one stopped up by Bucaletto. Cardinals get it out from in front, but it is
Well, and they do a good job of
out
just
the end line, and another corner kick coming up.
making sure they cleared it out of the way. Good, a couple of good opportunities for Anoka.
Back end, who else? Sarah Stang nets another. She's got the hat trick, and her team leads 6-0.
Yeah, again, just pressure in front of the net. And you give a team like Anoka a number of chances, and they're going to make you pay. And we've seen it here again tonight. Another corner kick led to a goal, and Stang doing a good job of just staying in front, keeping the ball in front of her. And a good kick that arcs into the corner, and Stang with a relatively easy goal. Just gets it through traffic.
Big a player as she is, you have to have somebody on her like glue on set plays. Cardinals couldn't contain her.
Sarah Stang, her third goal of the game.
She knew right where Senior was going to put it off, or Newman rather was going to put it off the corner.
21:05 remaining in the second half.
Got there first, settled and scored.
Well, back-to-back games, the Cardinals have given up 6 goals. And that's not the way you want to start your season.
There's still 20 minutes to play in the second half. I believe it does now go to running time. What little difference it makes in soccer.
Not a lot.
Not a lot of things. Not a lot of things that stop the clock normally. In the middle is Senior. Can't get past Ritzenaya. Cardinals play it back to the Anoka side. Spinning with it is Lodato. Leaves it there for Nash, or Griffith rather. Near side is Johnston. Back to Griffith. Griffith pressured. Trying to find some room against Kristoff. Plays it into the corner. There again to challenge those balls in on keeper is Hannah Kepke. But Scenic sees it all the way, scoops it up, and punts it away.
Again, just not much challenge from Coon Rapids offensively. And that's been their key so far here tonight, pretty much really all season so far in this young season, just through now their 4th game.
Stang chips on the right side. Janiak running on. Her shot well wide. Out of play, goal kick Cardinals.
Into the game for Anoka, number 4, Kylie Carl. Number 5, Paige Youngquist. Number 11,
yeah, the subs just flowing freely for the Anoka Tornadoes.
Well, and they're in a great position. They're in a great position to move players in and out. Up by 6 goals.
Maddie Karen plays it near side for Ava Johnston. Rory Ritzenaya back to the near side, too far, out of play, Anoka ball.
Well, I think the big thing is confidence level for these Coon Rapids players, and you know, you're getting beat 6-0, and you still want to have fun playing the game that you love, and you just have to be able to keep your head into the game. Down by 6
in the rain.
In the rain.
First day of school.
Yeah, first day of school.
Probably don't have homework though.
You're probably right.
So they got that going for them. Because that will be an added stress here shortly.
I'm sure Aaron didn't get any homework today.
That's his claim. He did. They did do a little something in geometry. He said so. They at least did a little bit of review in one of his classes.
No homework.
Everybody else is just talking about how they're going to operate, and hopefully, young Mr. Young is paying attention.
I'm sure he is.
Back to the action. Anoka continues the onslaught. Cut to the corner on the backside. Oh, nice job by Kuzia coming over to block the attempt. As that came to Ella Kristoff. She's been looking for one all game.
Yes, she has.
She was in a prime spot. Cross skips through. Good recovery by Kuzia, at least, to get it out of bounds. But now it's another corner kick for the Tornadoes.
We saw what happened last time. They attempted it from the same spot. Ended up getting the 6th goal of the night. Make it
Wow,
7.
beautiful set piece. It's Hulsnitz on the header.
Yeah, and Anoka's having fun. They're having fun here this evening because whatever they do, for the most part, is working for them. You saw a couple of very successful corner kicks back to back, and that one was perfectly placed with the header.
Put it in the hole of the defense. Yep. First one there was Emma Hulsnitz. Perfect header to the back of the net. No chance
Scoring for the Tornadoes,
for the keeper,
10,
Bernadette Scenic.
Hulsnitz, with an assist to number 5, Paige Youngquist.
And it's a 7-0 lead.
Time of the goal, 16:38 remaining in the second half. Free kick to Rapids. Madeline Karen with the kick.
And you can see the rain continuing. No let up in sight. We have another game following. The boys are going to take the pitch when this one is through. Got to get the Zamboni to come out first, clear off the pitch.
And at this point, the Cardinals would really like the game to end.
I would assume so. But you know what I really think is I think they'd like to be able to score a goal.
Oh, they would absolutely like that.
I really think I would.
They're going to have to play either way. Might as well score.
Yeah.
But that's tough to do when you're defending all game long. Here's Carl with some room. Chips it behind, tries to get it for Kristoff. Just out of her reach yet again. Hulsnitz stopping it up just on the Anoka side of midfield. She'll carry across and start to set up right side offense. Now they cross. Kristoff has some room, cuts back to the middle, now back to her left. Trying to leave it off for Newman and caught her by surprise a little bit. Cardinals able to clear. Kepke gets it to Johnston. Back into the middle, Haberman is outnumbered. Hulsnitz turns it around for Anoka. Kristoff back for Urista, ends up out of bounds. Could be Coon Rapids throw it.
Cardinal.
Well, and really, Coach Worley's going to have to go back and kind of the drawing board and try and figure out a way that he's going to get some production from his offense. You know, it's tough to do. We talked about the youth on that front line.
Look at Hulsnitz go. Just blows through a couple levels of defense. Plays it in, tries to get Carl behind the defense. Carl was there early. It was offside. It'll be a free kick, Coon Rapids.
Free kick for Coon Rapids. Karen with the kick.
Ritzenaya plays it back for Ellenbecker. Moves it ahead for Taylor along the sideline with a little bit of space. Tracked by DeMars. Lamars cuts back with her. And Nash now trying to sneak it through. Headed around by Anoka and then in on goal by Johnston. Easy save for Scenic.
Yeah, not much on it.
Tornadoes.
The time about 12:50 remaining in this contest.
Number 2, Megan Hansen. Number 6, Lauren Fields. Number 15.
Anoka looking to win their second game of the year, and Coon Rapids their
Number
first.
20, Mary Pelka.
These young ladies are tired.
Number 22, Rachel McDonald.
And
I don't know how much, not to say that it couldn't happen for sure, but pretty sure Anoka's going to get their second win.
I think so as
Coon
well.
Rapids will not get number 1.
Yeah, I think so as well. But the statement you made that these girls probably want this game to be over, you could just tell by the looks on their faces. they're
yeah,
dejected, and I don't blame them.
But at the same time, yeah, they're playing non-stop.
Yep.
I mean, you got 2 subs on the bench. That's the other team's rolling them in 3-4 at a time, and that's a long time to be on the field for some of these girls. It's a lot of running, especially when things are not going your way. Karen keeps the charge of Hanson away so that Bucaletto can get a handle on it and get at least back near midfield where it's headed away by Taylor. There in front of her is McDonald. And it's knocked out of bounds.
Rachel McDonald with the throw.
Well,
Tornado throw.
You give the defense of Anoka some credit. I mean, when Coon Rapids was down or is down in that end, they've really been doing a good job of just keeping that ball wide.
Well, they just keep the ball out of their half all
Yeah.
all
Well, and that's the thing. I'm saying with the few times that Coon Rapids has had the ball in the Anoka end.
This one played ahead on the side. A left-footed shot from Panuski. Save made by Bucaletto. Again, Anoka quickly steals possession back, and they play so well with the ball, they're offside.
Foul call will be.
They do.
Oh, no.
Tornado.
Nope.
Foul called on the Cardinals. And another good spot for a set play for the Anoka Tornadoes. She's got a couple of assists on her last 2 attempts. This one short, stopped up by Ritzenaya. She's able to get possession around the corner and move it along. Pass skips away from Nash, retaken by Newman for Anoka into the corner. Kristoff crashing out front, but the pass a little too deep out the end line. And another goal kick for the Cardinals.
Into the game for Coon Rapids, number 20, Isabel Haberman. Into the game for Anoka, number 12, Maddie Meshuga. Number 16, Abby Johnson.
Cardinals getting Haberman back into the ball game.
Throwing Coon Rapids, Naomi Griffith.
Ritzenaya waits for it, plays it in front of Duya.
Foul called.
And I think
And
Ritzenaya
draws the foul.
she's had some opportunities here. In the few opportunities that Coon Rapids has had, she's
Well, they
done a nice job.
The 3 up front have looked good, but it's been so few and far between
Well,
that
yeah.
they have been in the offensive end and had any real possession. Here's a free kick, though, from a good spot. They'll go direct and relatively easy save for Scenic. Played into the corner by Johnston. Kepke can't get there before Senior knocks it away out of bounds.
Well, Cardinals will have to straighten out. They play at home against Robbinsdale Armstrong on Thursday. So have a couple of days to.
Uno.
One day of practice to work on some things.
And at the same time, try and get some rest because, again,
Yeah.
those same, 12, 13 girls going to rotate through those spots.
Throwing Coon Rapids.
Again, in just 2 days' time.
And they obviously adjust to starting school again. That's an adjustment. A lot of things these young
I would
athletes
say
have
the
to adjust
Tornadoes
to.
have taken that
Yes, they
adjustment
have.
quite well.
Yes, they have. They've worked with it.
Throwing Coon Rapids. Into the game.
Downright
Rapids,
dominant
number 6,
through the
Olivia
majority of
Anoka.
this contest.
Into the game for Anoka, number 5, Paige Youngquist.
Well, the thing too, they've been, for the most part, been able to do what they want to do out on the pitch, and that's got to be pleasing.
They have
Coach
generated
Torgerson.
scoring opportunity after scoring
Yes, they have.
opportunity. Well, the Cardinals have struggled to have any possession in the offensive attacking third. Another turnaround just on the Anoka side of midfield. Wilsnitz chipping it ahead for Hansen in the corner. It was Johnson on the pass, rather. Hansen tried to cut it out front, broken up, knocked out the end line. Another corner kick coming up, this time from the other side.
Yeah, we saw a couple of successful corner kicks earlier, and we'll see. That was from the opposite side. We'll see what they can do here from the far side.
Both of those were Victoria Newman. This time it'll be Paige Youngquist from the right corner. Again, going to that front post. Hansen kind of missed it. Still bouncing around in there. Hansen had it momentarily. Tried to play it back. Left-footed shot, knocked down out front. A second opportunity, blocked away by Bucaletto. And regaining possession are the Tornadoes. Here's Senior crashing into the left corner. Around Johnston, now crossing into the middle. Lots of red jerseys out there, but it's Haberman who was able to clear for the Cardinals. Again, turned around before they get to midfield.
Well, that's the way it's been all night long. Just unable to clear.
Hansen in the corner tried to cross and sent it way too high, way too hard, and off the upright. Goal kick, Coon Rapids.
So we're under 5 minutes remaining.
Maddie Karen will handle the kick.
Maddie Karen will take the kick.
Ellenbecker stops up, leaves it off for Ritzenaya. Ritzenaya will make her way around Youngquist and leave it off for Ellenbecker on the far side. She's marked closely there by McDonald. McDonald able to take it away and get it turned around for Anoka.
Throwing Coon Rapids.
Cardinals so far have given up 13 goals in the last 2 games, and that's just something that I know Coach Worley
Violation on the play.
needs to obviously stop here for in terms of giving up the amount of goals that they have. But when you're challenged offensively and you're playing a team like Anoka, who really dominated this game, it's tough to stay in it.
Another chance in behind the defense. The shot is good, but the play is offside.
Be a free kick for Coon Rapids.
Panuski probably would have been okay, except that the Cardinals got a piece of the initial play, so the pass itself didn't come until.
See it there.
Here's the initial kick.
Yep.
Since the Cardinals got a piece of it right there, that meant the second touch was the pass, and that was already behind. The defense. Kudzia's pass bounces off the Tornadoes. He regained possession. Kudzia had it momentarily again. Played in behind the Cardinal defense. Bucaletto just slides it over to her senior captain, Maddie Karen. Cardinals will try and work it up the far side.
Yeah, Bucaletto kind of nonchalantly was going to go for that ball. Realized she better get there quickly because an Anoka player was coming in.
Hansen slows. Tries to get it back to Meshuga. Set up the shot in, not a lot on it, a lot of arc. Relatively easy save for Bucaletto. And with that, Anoka has equaled their first half tallies in shots attempted and shots on goal. Again, exactly 10 of their 13 attempts on goal. Yund officially, of course.
Of course.
Cardinals, meanwhile, have also doubled with 3 of their 5 shots attempted in this second half on goal.
But you can look at those numbers and just realize, that's not nearly enough offense generated for Coon Rapids. You can't.
Not if you gave up 7.
No.
Goal kick.
And Anoka, time and time again,
1 minute remains in the
getting
half.
behind the defense
Into the game for Anoka, number
of Coon
4,
Rapids,
Simon Carl.
and have given
Number
those
20,
opportunities
Marion Peltola.
for themselves as we're under a minute to build that lead.
Carl moves it ahead. This is Meshuga down the left side. Left-footed shot just misses wide.
Goal kick, Coon Rapids.
And a goal kick for the Cardinals under 30.
Now she had plenty of real estate in front of her. And again, she just didn't get the shot off she wanted. Kind of came off the side of her foot a little bit. Didn't direct it to the corner of the net the way she wanted to.
Under 10.
7, 6,
Cardinals
5,
throw it in. Kepke
4, 3,
tried to get in front for Ellenbecker, and that's just cleared away, and that'll bring us to the buzzer and a merciful sound for
Cardinals.
the overpowered opposition.
Cardinals are glad this one is over. They can go back and plan for Robbinsdale Armstrong on Thursday at home.
7-0, the final score for the Anoka Tornadoes. 20 shots on goal. 27 attempted in the game. Cardinals just 10 shots and 6 on goal.
Yeah, it's Anoka's got to be happy with their output here.
Well, and their set plays were outstanding. Sarah Stang just out hustling and getting to the ball at the right spot. They had 3 set play goals, at least. 2 of them on corner kicks. They just kept peppering. Cashing in on the rebound right there was Haley Douillet. Here's the first of the corner kicks, settling and scoring. Sarah Stang.
Made it look easy. This
That
one
was
as
her
well.
third. And then a great header by Hulsnitz. That made it 7-0. And send the Cardinals home still winless 0-4.
So as we mentioned, they've got a day of practice before they take the pitch again. They'll have to try and figure some things out. How can they perform offensively to stay in games?
Well, we don't have that long to wait. More soccer coming up in the second half of our doubleheader. We got football coming up on Friday, Howie. Back-to-back home games to start the season for the Cardinals. Forest Lake coming in after a win in their season opener as well. Volleyball next Thursday the 13th. Then football on the 14th, their first road contest. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score 7-0 in favor of Anoka. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.